What's up, Tube? Welcome back to Loguito's Chop Shop, the second best Gel Blaster channel on the tubes. And there has been a lot of hate for the 3DG. A lot of hate. Like, significantly more than I've ever seen on another blaster, except maybe the P1. There was a bit of hate for that as well. I don't know if it's hate for the blaster itself or just hate for the shop that's selling it. But regardless, I have found a way to fix the reliability issues that I was having with my 3DG. And it basically comes down to this mag spring. I always said since the beginning, when I saw leaked videos from like China, that spring feeding a blaster is a bad idea and it's not going to be reliable. Always said that, still stand by that. But the issue isn't necessarily this spring. The issue that I've found is up here in the feed lip. I think the feed lip is too sharp and too tight. And I'm going to show you how I fixed mine. So here's how I fixed my mag. All I did, pull back the spring like that. There's 3 screws here. Undo these 3 screws. And then this rear plate will come off. Once that's come off, there's a spring and a retainer in there. Now these are the bits that we're interested in. Oh, not the screws, obviously. This bit. Now if you look inside it, you'll see there's a rounded edge here, which is actually the bottom, which hits the gels. And it's pretty well rounded, but I found you just get a file and round it totally around, even on this top edge. Round this top edge off. Just completely round this whole section off. It'll take like about maybe 1 millimeter of material out of it. Maybe. You don't have to take much, you don't have to like hack into it, just use a small file or even a bit of sandpaper, or if you're super careful you could use a Dremel to Dremel a bit out of it. Just be careful, I guess, not to go too far, because if you go too far the gels will fall out of your mag. But that's all. And this spring here, which is the spring that goes behind, it's I found it's a little bit stiff, so I dug through my box of old broken mags and I found a mag retainer spring that was a similar dimension but softer, and that's the one that I found. It was a little bit longer and it is like a fraction wider, but I just modified. I cut the spring a couple of coils off and just modified it a bit, so it's pretty much the same dimensions, but it is a lot softer. I mean, we don't have to retain a whole lot of force here. It's just got to hold the gel balls from falling out the end. It's not like it has to be retaining them whilst it's under pressure of the mag spring. It's only while the mag springs pull back while it's in your pocket, so that it doesn't spew the gels out everywhere. Might even pay to just have a look around the top of this mag in this area and just see if there's any little sharp dags or anything in that area that may puncture a gel, and just, you know, take the edge off of it just so that it's not sharp. Once you've got your lip nice and rounded and softer spring in there, just make sure that it actually easily pushes back when you say push it back with a screwdriver or something like that. Just make sure it really easily pushes back like that. I found the stock one was quite difficult to push back even with a screwdriver. I think that spring was a bit stiff and the edge might have been just a bit too sharp. So it might also pay to whack a little bit of lube or grease or something up in there on that little retainer so that it can slide back and forward nice and easily and freely. Alright, so stop talking about it, Guido, and prove it. Here we go. New Mac. Another mag. Another mag. Oh, some splashback over that one. Ooh. Ricochets. Another mag. I think you get the point. I think you're picking up what I'm putting down here. Yeah. So relatively easy fix. Anyone with a file, and probably the hardest thing is going to be finding a small spring. Like I said, I got it out of an old mag, or alternatively, you could probably heat up the standard spring, and that will take some of the stiffness out of it. But yeah, simple fix. Hopefully, this will make some of the people out there who have got 3DGs and weren't very happy with them a bit happier. Alright, thanks for watching. Peace.